All right, so let's continue.
Word fucking draw. If they text you, they say, "Hey, how are you?" You say, "I'm having a great day. I'm actually starting work right now. So I hope I have a productive day, and I hope you have a productive day. Have a nice day." And just end it like that. If they want to fucking talk to you, they better put the effort. You're not gonna leave them. You're not gonna leave them any. You're not gonna say, "I'm having a good day. How about you?" No, bitch. You're saying, "I'm having a great day. I hope you're having a productive day. Have a nice day."
This is primarily when you're seeing a guy who's breadcrumbing you. When you're seeing a guy and he doesn't ask you to he doesn't ask you out. He's just being an attention whore, or he's not giving you what you want, right? Like that's pretty much what I'm saying. I'm not saying that to just do that with everyone.
And if they wanna pursue you, they're gonna have to break their own fucking rules. They're gonna have to go against their fucking their ego, because people have too many egos, man. People just want to break you down before they all go out with you. People just want to make sure that you're obedient to them. They want to make sure that you do as they say. It's for their ego. Don't give them that. Don't give them that satisfaction. Doesn't matter how nice that dick is. Don't give them that satisfaction. Back the fuck off. Look, man, anytime a guy's being unclear to you, you fucking punish that shit. Mm-hmm. Punish uncertainty with backing off. It's just how it is.
Don't react to uncertainty by looking for certainty in their reaction. React to uncertainty by pulling away. And look, understand, this applies to when you're not dating them, when you're initially dating them. You know what I'm saying? Because this is how the tone is set, right? Now, if you're in a long-term relationship, I would prefer you communicate, right? I would prefer if you clearly communicate about these problems. But if the person doesn't want to communicate, if the person says they're going to fix it and they never do, there comes a point where you're just going to have to stop talking and start taking action and start pulling away.
Do not play with uncertainty. For example, I was texting this girl today. And
oh yeah, and that's another thing. Is that when you tolerate uncertainty, you're pretty much like almost like traumatizing yourself. And the reason why is because you're allowing yourself to feel consistently insecure. You're putting yourself in an insecure state consistently. Don't you think if you expose yourself enough to that becomes imprinted in your mind? It's like if you write something on the paper, you write it, sure, but if you write it hard enough, you could erase it, but you could still see the marks of it underneath the paper. You could still see that there was a letter written there. Some things don't go away if you keep doing it long enough. So it's kind of, you got to be careful what you expose yourself to.
She was like, well, I'm free tomorrow. No, she was like, well, that depends. What's your availability? And I was like, I didn't ask you that. I asked you, what's your availability? Like, I asked you, what's your availability? Not what's my availability, right? What will most guys do? Oh, I don't want to offend her. So, let me just accept the fact that she fucking ignored my fucking question. Let me just accept the fact that you fucking ignored my fucking question, and I'm gonna just let this one slide like a little bitch, right? And I'm gonna answer her question. No, it's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. You see, all that shit. Sometimes we think people are stupid. Sometimes we think people are stupid. Sometimes, right? Because we like them. We say, oh, maybe he just, sure, any other person I would have done this, but maybe he just forgot to answer. So let me answer for him. Nah, bitch, she knows what the fuck he's doing, man. He knows what he's doing. Go silent on that motherfucker. Go silent. Go silent. Stop trying to get everything now. Have fucking patience and be willing to walk away. Combine patience and being willing to walk away, and you'll never, ever get in a relationship that you don't want.
And that's the key. Patience and being willing to walk away. If you learn those two things, you're not going to get played. Because with patience comes controlling your emotions, comes you not letting people's actions divert you from your real goal, comes you having self-control, maintaining your values, not breaking your own rules, right? And being willing to walk away shows people that you're stronger than you really appear. Shows men and women that I value myself. And people respect that. People respect people who are willing to walk away. But when you're not willing to walk away, people see you as a fiend. People see you in a pathetic way. It's like a fiend who keeps coming back to the drug dealer, even though the drug dealer is always late. Yeah, the drug dealer is going to continue being late because he don't respect you, you know? Like, people will continually disrespect you because they see you tolerating it.
Tell you something. If you're in a relationship that you don't want, it's because you fucked up. It's that simple. You fucked up. Oh, okay. You fucked up. You accepted less than what you want. And why is that? Because you just needed that. You just needed that validation. Mm-hmm. You needed him to make you feel good.
It's like when you need a job, you're willing to do anything, even though the job sucks, because you need a job, right? You're hungry, you're desperate, you're thirsty.
About yourself, right? And going out with him means feeling good about yourself. Nah. It's
not a fair trade.
It's the pain. The cure becomes worse than the disease. In this case, the cure becomes worse than the disease. You try to fix the problem through the same shit that's causing you the problem. Nah.
Yeah, it's like an addict, right? You know, it's like oh my God, I'm so depressed. I keep smoking weed. I can't stop. And then because you feel depressed, you smoke. I've been in that situation, you know. It's actually not I don't consider that to be a stupid thing. I think that's just human. And I think everyone falls for that trap, you know. But the key is to see the pattern. Because once you recognize the pattern, it doesn't last long.
Not gonna happen. Look, man, you gotta be a little angry. Not angry at life, but angry at yourself for putting up with that bullshit. Right? Don't let people dick you around. If you're questioning whether or not a guy's playing games, don't question that shit. Back the fuck off. Back off. Withdraw. If he never comes back to you, fucking fine. Women, how many times have you ignored a guy because you know he was gonna text you back? How many times did you punish a guy by not responding to him because you know he was gonna text you back? And how many times did they text you back? And how many times did you lose respect for them? Almost all the time. You respect what you fear. You respect what's unpredictable. Nothing makes people lose respect for you more than predictability. But when they know that you're always gonna come back to them whenever they go silent, when they know you're gonna deal with their bullshit, they're gonna dick you around and they're not gonna respect you. Look, man, I tell this to guys, there's many other women out there, and the reason why you're panicking, the reason why you're acting needy to these fucking women who don't deserve your attention, is because you have a narrow vision. You're focusing on now. It's like someone who just started working out, wants to lift 300 pounds. Nah, bitch, work your way up. Have a long-term vision. 5 pounds per week or 2 pounds per week. You will come in it. But in order for you to keep with that plan, you gotta have a vision that you believe in. But when you try to rush your way to the finish line, you fucking trip. Have patience. Have a goal.
It's like trying to rush a meal, right? Certain foods you never try to rush. They're not meant to be rushed. You know? When you try to rush something, the quality always lessens. It's just how it is, right? It's like when you want to download a video, right? You could download it in the highest resolution, which is going to take longer. Or you could download it in the lowest resolution, which is going to take short, which is going to be quick, but it's not going to be of quality. It's the same thing, you know? Some things are meant to be fast, like downloading a quick little program That's short. But some things are meant to take long, and you have to honor that process.
Goal in mind. Have a long vision in mind. Do not validate these men. Don't validate men with your body language. Don't validate them with your texting. And don't fucking validate them with your words.
Especially in the beginning of the relationship. And also, especially when they've disrespected you. You don't do none of that stuff. You validate them when they validate you. You validate them when they treat you right. You validate them when they behave. But when they start misbehaving and acting inconsistent, a lot of women just start acting consistent. They start validating the guys, which is completely counterproductive. It actually creates more disrespect. They say to themselves, what the fuck? I thought I had a queen, and now I thought I had a queen with me. And now I realize I have a peasant, somebody who's desperate, somebody who's hungry, with their hands out. Feed me, give me anything. You smack them and they still keep their hands up. It's like, yo, like what's going on? I'm trying to be a king, and this woman here is just so desperate that I can't respect it even if I want to. We've all felt that way. We're ashamed that that's how we are. It's a sad part, right? Because we wish we valued when people were consistent, nice, who forgave us. But unfortunately, it's almost like there's a part of us, a predatory part of us, that turns on when we see that type of weakness. You know? Now, some guys will love you so much that and some people have such great characters that when they see you being desperate, they won't take advantage of it. But man, Lord, that's rare. Like, you can't rely on that. You just can't. You know, you can't resent that hasn't happened to you, because it's rare. And when it happens to someone, that person better not expect that to happen again, because it's rare for that to happen. It's not part of. It's not. That's not part of life. It's an anomaly.
You gotta get them hungry, man. Hungry. What do I mean by body language? Look at this. I'm on a date. This is validation. This is not validation. This is not validation. Right? If you just fucking do this, you will automatically get a guy chasing. And this happened to me. It happened to me.
That's very true, because when I'm on a date, I'm looking for open body language. Your body facing me. But when your body's facing away from me, almost like a T, where I'm facing you and you're facing that way, it naturally creates insecurity. It just does. It's almost unconscious. I mean, just do it. Notice when you're on a date with a guy and he doesn't like you, you'll notice that that's his body language, and you kind of intuitively know that's what people do when they don't like you. So you kind of like, it's almost like if the brain says that when I see that body language, I'm afraid. I'm gonna send you anxiety signals from the amygdala, because I may not get that one thing that could help me evolutionarily, right? That's how the brain processes it. That's why it creates anxiety, because it thinks you're being threatened, right? Your reproductive success is being threatened because this person is not showing you that they like you. So what that does is that it puts a person in a desperate state. It makes them chase. And it happens to you when you see that body language. But if you're aware of that pattern, i.e., in other words, when you know that this is what works, you could do it for an effect. But also, when you know this is what happens, when you see that type of body language, you realize that you might get desperate when you see that body language. So you become self-aware and you pull away and you control yourself.
Means, hey, I like you. This means, so what can you do? From time to time, if he does something you like, you reward that behavior. Oh, nice, right? And then when you want to fuck with him, you go cold for a few minutes and notice the difference in his behavior.
Boy, did I have a way with words at that time.
Look, man, you just have to be willing. Stop valuing people, man. Stop valuing people. You gotta, oh my God, man. Like, it's... People don't give a fuck about you. Only your family does.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Random
Lord.
men don't give a fuck about you.
Yeah, that's true.
The guy that you know for years, if a better woman comes, okay, I could be wrong, because history has something to do with it.
Oh,
a random man that you meet while you're dating, They don't give a fuck about you. How do I know this? Because women are the same, man. I found this out years ago. They don't give a fuck. They look like they give a fuck, but they don't give a fuck. You know, they just don't. They'll act like they do it. That's why you get attached. You're like, oh my God, he cares for me. Oh my God, he told me I'm his best. Right? And because he cares for you, you don't want to keep him waiting. And because he cares for you, you don't want to hurt his feelings. Bitch, please, man. He don't give a fuck about you, man. Hurt that motherfucker's feeling. Hurt that motherfucker's feeling. And see what happens. That nigga's gonna be crawling back to your ass.
That's true. That's true.
You should not be scared of her. Why am I telling this to women, actually, to be honest with you? You women do that. You guys don't give a fuck.
Yeah, nah, I mean, look, man. I'm like, shut up, dude. You're revealing too much. All right, look, we're going to finish this one soon. But yeah, man, like, this is like, even though I'm saying it in a very raw way in this video, it's actually the truth, right? Like, people really don't care, right? Like, people are after their selfish intentions. And the reason why they don't care is not because they're just evil, but because when people want something real badly, they lose some of their morality. They sort of do things that they normally wouldn't do because they want something so badly, right? Like, honestly, like, intense desire is pretty much the devil in disguise. Like, when you have intense desire for something, you could easily be corrupted. Like, for example, if you want to be a millionaire, as an example, and you work for a shipping company that ships goods across the sea, this actually happens. A criminal organization will see you as the easiest one to corrupt. Not because you have the lowest morals, but because you have the biggest gap. And that is, you really want to be a millionaire. And you're willing to do anything for it. And they'll tell you, hey, we're going to have a few dead bodies in this shipped, or we're going to have a few prostitutes, as an example, shipped on these cargoes. As long as you don't say nothing, we'll give you $500,000 every time we do it. I can promise you that person might feel guilty about what he's doing, but he's still going to do it because he has such an intense desire. And there'll be times when he looks himself in the mirror in shame and completely appalled by the things he's done. But a part of him is going to be happy for the money, but then a part of him is just going to be ashamed of himself. And this happens a lot. And the reason why is because he had uncontrollable desire. Uncontrollable desire for money and fame. And sometimes that translates where you have such an uncontrollable desire to find a relationship, such an uncontrollable desire to get married, to show off to your family that you finally found someone, that you finally proved them wrong, that you're not gay, that you end up making bad decisions. You end up in abusive relationships simply because your family thinks he's a great person without, you don't even know who he really is behind closed doors. And it's kind of like, I'm here for that. I'm here to wake you guys up, to help you realize that you got to leave those types of situations. And you deserve way more than what you're getting, especially if you watch my channel. You deserve so much more, all right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys ever want to learn how to use your feminine energy to influence people, learn how to use your masculine energy to become more assertive, and also learn how to blend both energies to improve your dating life, your spiritual life, honestly, your relationship life, your family life, your career life, this is the course for you. If I had to make a course for my nieces, I have two nieces, one is 19 and one is 15. 16. Holy shit. Oh my God, he's a bad fucking uncle. He's a bad uncle. Get him. Shut up, Melissa. You should get this course, right? And this is the course that I will make for them. So, for example, watch the curriculum, right? In the first week, we're going to be showing you how to establish a strong masculine foundation without letting it hurt your feminine energy. This masculine foundation is a source of who you are, right? It's your bodyguard. Without this, whatever feminine energy you create will be destroyed by the outside, because your masculine is your shield. So we'll talk about goal setting. We'll talk about how to develop a serious attitude. We're going to be talking about how to use more logic, how to use more goal-oriented behavior. It's more how to be a man. Now the next one is how to embrace the feminine energy, right? This one would teach you about how to minimize excessive masculine traits, developing self-awareness, healing abundant feminine energy, regulating your emotion, mastering voice qualities and facial expressions, surrendering control, and allowing pain to be felt. This is honestly, this will supercharge, like Kaioken, your masculine energy.
After that, we have femininity in the workplace and how to be feminine in the workplace without letting people take advantage of you, and the nuances of how women of power should behave versus women who are subordinates in the workplace, and even the dress code. This is based on psychology, people. It's kind of insane. I'm actually excited about this one. The next week, we talk about navigating the labyrinth of male and female friendship. And this, a lot of women find confusing, so we talk about that. And how to identify envious friends, how to identify the good friends, how to keep male friends, and how to keep female friends. Week 5, we talk about how to release the burden of the past and stop and destroy mental projections. This is actually really powerful. And then week 6, we talk about how to increase your observational power so that you could read people better. And we have a bunch of bonuses. The course starts at $99, and you guys can pre-order the course today at $69 before it goes out. If you're watching this, most likely I'm in the meditation retreat, so I will be praying for all of you guys. And just click on the description down below of the video. Right there, you'll see it, and you could pre-order that course. It's gonna be out by the end of next month or the beginning of February of March. One of the two, people, because I have a 10-day retreat to do, and I want to finish the course after the retreat, because I think the ideas are gonna be so much better. All right, man. I'll see you guys later. Pre-order, man. I'm closing the channel.